All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, what I want to talk to you guys about is something that maybe you've heard of, maybe you haven't heard of it, but it is Auto GPT. Now, Auto GPT is probably the closest step that we've taken towards what is kind of truly known as generative AI, or AI that's running its own systems. Now, think how you want to think, feel how you want to feel. I personally feel like we have a tool, and it is a sharp and pointy tool. And we have to make sure that we are running with the sharp and pointy end facing away from us. So keep that in mind. There are lots of downsides to AI, but there are also a lot of upsides. And I like to cover the upsides because I'm an optimist. And I think that I was watching Doctor Who with my pops the other night. I was like introducing him to the doctor, and he made a really great comment that he said, you guys are so worried about calamity, you forget to stop and think the most terrible thing could happen. You might make it. And so I kind of think of it that way, right? Like, we just might make it. So maybe we can utilize or leverage tools like this. And I want to talk to you guys about them. Now, I will preface this that as real estate agents, it's probably not as effective because what you have to do for Auto GPT is know how to code in Python. So I want to show you guys on Twitter a little bit of a product demo of Auto GPT. And essentially, what this person has done is inside a portal, they've started building out code. Now, what Auto GPT can do is it can take a concept or a purpose that you intend for it, and it will start running. Now, it's going to run in the background, and it's going to start learning and doing and building. Now, the reason we can do this is because ChatGPT 4 gave us access to browsing. And I've talked about browsing in some of my other videos. I'll link one of those videos up in the corner. So if you're interested, you can pause this video, hop over to that, and learn a little bit more about browsing. But what browsing lets you do is you can plug in a URL, and ChatGPT essentially will perform a Google search for you. So it's going to type in the question, it's going to search through all of the different URLs, and it's going to find the information, and then it's going to spit it out to you in a matter of seconds in the form of the answer. So no longer are we going to be stuck what's called parsing or manually understanding and processing information. We can utilize ChatGPT 4 to do that. But on the other side of it, you now have interesting tools like this that pop out. So what you do is you build out some of this code, and inside of this code base, you are telling it what its purpose is. Now, a lot of people are doing some really interesting things with it, but perhaps the best example I found was one where they talk about Chef GPT, and that's what they named it. And Chef GPT basically will go scour the internet and start building a database of all sorts of different types of recipes that it can make based on things that you have in your pantry or a shopping list that you give. And then it can provide you with those almost instantaneously. And it's kind of back end storing all of that data so that you don't really have to worry about it. So that's a really cool and interesting process. But again, you have to know how to code. So that's kind of a bummer. So I was looking into it a little bit further, and Auto GPT, that's awesome. If you know how to code Python, hey, you're off to the races. But for us as real estate agents, maybe we don't have that ability. And as I was scouring around, I found something called Agent GPT that kind of takes the same concept and it puts it in a format that is very similar to the format we're used to seeing with ChatGPT. So on the left-hand side, you have chat threads or new agent, and that's where you would name the Auto GPT agent, or like the purpose, the bot that is running in the background. It's building intelligence off of itself, and then you give it its goal. And so the power in doing something like this is you can give it a goal, and then it will do all of the work in the back end. You don't have to worry about providing right prompts. You don't have to worry about seeding it with information. It's going to start figuring that out. It's going to start training itself on information that it finds, on questions that it might have. And from the question that it has, it's going to go find more information, and it's just going to start grabbing and grabbing and grabbing until it builds out something that essentially can accomplish that goal. So I just think this is a really cool and interesting idea. Now, Agent GPT, third party, I'm not sponsored by them. I don't even condone using them, but it is an interesting concept to be aware of. And I just think that, it's worth bringing up, it's worth talking about, and it's worth sharing about so that you as a real estate agent can keep on top of the different AI features, changes, softwares, pieces that are coming out. We're going to be experiencing this probably for the next 18 months, I would say, as the AI war between OpenAI and Google and whomever else pops into the race takes off. I think that we're going to see a lot of this. I think it's interesting to kind of follow and observe. I was talking to Mark over the weekend. Right now, we are actually in the cusp of building out a systems builder for real estate agents at Workflow Secrets. And I was sharing the idea with him, and I was sharing the goal, the purpose, the flow of it. I was just picking his brain as a technologist, as a real estate technology expert, and truthfully, as an entrepreneur who has seen now several different markets, different ebbs and flows from the the dot-com bubble to the Y2K issue and all of that stuff. But we're building out something really cool. And just like Agent GPT is a really interesting software, hopefully that's what we can provide you. I'll show you guys just a little teaser. And this is something that I haven't shown a whole lot of people because we're making sure that we have all of the proprietary, the back-end stuff going. But little teaser for you for sticking out this far on the video and for following along. My only request would be that you subscribe to our channel and keep working with us. But if you're a real estate agent who wants to leverage ChatGPT to make better systems, make systems in your business, and do it at a fraction of the time, doesn't require you to have to sit there over a weekend and think about what you want to build, why you want to build it, how you're going to build it, what are the steps involved in it, we can leverage ChatGPT to do that. And that's what this system is going to do. It's going to have a dashboard. It's going to ask you some questions about yourself, and then it's going to give you the ability to generate. Now, through the ability to generate, we're going to focus the lens on conversions, operations, retentions, and experiences, the core strategies. That's one of Mark's frameworks. And it could build out things like lead magnets or lead magnet guides that could be focused on your specific niche or things like that. And then it's going to generate that content. Now, this is something that you could do in ChatGPT 4, but man, having a system that could do it for you seems really cool. So that's what we're working on. And you might find that I start talking about this a little bit more and more. Right now, we are in the development phase. I've sent over the schematics. This is my public facing view. We do have more in-depth, some proprietary pieces based around the questions, based around the prompts that are leveraged in the back end, and sent it off to my engineering team. They're currently working on getting a MVP, what does that stand for? A market viable product, or like I just bare bones, what is the baseline it needs. And once we have that, we're going to be inviting several users to join us in a beta so that we can learn a little bit more about how it works, where it's maybe not working the best. So side pitch, if you're interested in joining the beta and you're a tech-empowered real estate agent that would love to use ChatGPT to fuel your systems, to help you build better systems, I would love to have you. All you need to do is get a hold of me, and you can do that. Maybe drop a comment in the comment section. I always read all your guys' comment. Hop over to our Instagram or our TikTok, send me a direct message, or even email me, Cody, C-O-D-Y, at workflowsecrets.info. And if we have spots open, we would love to have you. But that's my soft pitch, and that's what's coming on our front. But really wanted to show you guys, what is Auto GPT? What is the power of it? What could it be doing for you? If you know how to code, what are some alternatives? If you don't know how to code and you're interested and playing with a very sharp, very pointy object, that's what we've got. But other than that, I hope you're having a really great day, and I will talk to you very soon.